Hi, welcome to my trading forecast and update for the week. What a great trading week. It's another amazing trading week. Markets are still bullish. The S&P is heading for 1500. Who would have guessed? Certainly not me. It's amazing. We're still holding Sasol and Steinhoff long. We're happy with those trades as long trades, and we're hedged with a short trade on Exaria. Still hedged with a short trade on Exaria for quite a while now. Last week we were looking to trade BHP Bulletin. That was our recommended trade. We didn't get into the trade. We should have got into the trade. Those of you that did get into the trade, well done. It was a great trade. But let's have a look at Sasol for now. If you look at our Sasol trade, it's still moving up nicely. We did move our target to 380. That was our first target. Our original target was 390. The reason we moved the target is because we had bought over here. We didn't trade out when we should have over here, and it came all the way back down. And then on a retrade, we were looking at a first target of 380. At this point, we should actually sell out a target because you should stick to your rules and regulations, but it is a first target, so we could easily go for the second target, which is 390. We won't trade out of it until the trend has stopped moving up. So we're happy that the trend is still moving in that direction. And if you look at this trend in general, it keeps on moving in the correct direction. And this is a bit of a sideways movement over here. It's in its channel, so I'm perfectly happy to hold this for 390. If we look at our other trade, our Steinhoff trade, we've held this for quite a long time as well. But then this type of trade does take a while to actually play out. Steinhoff has never been one for a quick trade or a quick move. It tends to stay in its channel for quite a long time. It's a slow moving trade, but it does move in large quantities. Now if you look at this, she's been sitting around the 27 Rand mark, 28 Rand mark for quite a long time. Our target's 29 Rand. We almost reached our target of 29 Rand, but it didn't trade out because it was just below the target. But that's fine, no problem. As you can see, we've got a long upward trend here. This is quite a wide band, and a very wide band for this trade. I think 29 Rand is a more than sufficient target. Actually, this time, if it gets close to 29 Rand and it starts turning, we'll get out of the trade and we won't hold it forever. We've still got our stop loss at 26 Rand, but we're happy to hold this trade long. As you can see, the oscillators are not at the top or the bottom, they're in the middle, which means it can carry on going up. No worries with that. Let's look at our short trade. Our short trade being Exaria. We're hedged with a short trade. That's just in case the markets do turn against us. But if you look at this trade, see I've drawn a couple of trend lines there. Probably not perfect, but what you can see is this trade is in a long downward trend. Now we don't like to trade short into trades like BHP Bulletin, for example, shares that have got a long uptrend, because obviously the trend is your friend, and if you go against the trend, it normally hurts you. This one has got a long downtrend. It has been trending down for about a year. So we're happy to keep this one short, and fundamentally it should carry on going short once its economic results come out. So no problems with Exaria. We would like to give you our forecast for the week, but we'll get into that in a moment. Let's have a look at why we didn't take BHP Bulletin. Now, Bulletin is a fantastic trade, and if you did take the trade, well done, you've made a profit. She's in a nice band, she's in a nice trend over here. If you look at her, she's going to stay in that line. Let me just get this thing up here. You can see what's going on. If you take one at the bottom, pretty much in the same place. So this is a very nice trade. Thing is, the oscillators have reached the top. It's starting to look a bit weak. It's starting to look like it wants to turn back down again. So if you have taken this trade, be very careful. I don't think you're going to get a lot more than maybe 310, 307, somewhere around there. There is a bit of a resistance here. If it does break through that, bully for you, you're going to make a fortune. But I expect this one will turn back, probably come back down to the 290 again, and then you can trade it up again. I wouldn't take a short trade on a trade that's trending up this way. Like I said to you now, the trend is your friend. Now, let's see what will be trade next week. Now, the problem, I would like to say the markets are going to stay this way and they're going to be nice and bullish for the rest of the days, but I'm skeptical, and my gut feel tells me that we're due for a correction, at least a 10% correction. I mean, it just can't carry on like this. I would not be surprised to see it happen next week. So be very careful when you take your long trades. it's going. I would be cautious. I really would. I mean, this bull run's been going on for a long time. And it's not to say that it's going to stop, but my gut feel tells me we're due for a bit of a correction. Now, we are also looking at a possible long trade on a retailer, Shoprite. Shoprite is one of our strongest retailers in South Africa. Fantastic company. Now you'll see we had a nice big correction on her here. Now, why did we have that correction? The reason is all of our retailers in South Africa are overvalued because most of the traders have come from overseas and they've put their money in a safe place, which is the South African retailers. Now, the tricky part about this trade is the fact that they're overvalued, and if you look at these trend lines, they're starting to widen out. It's sort of a widening wedge here. Now, normally that means if you trade into the trade around about this level, there's a very good chance that when it gets to the middle here, around about 195, it's going to drop down. Okay. The reason fundamentally behind that, if everyone figures these things are overvalued and they don't give the results that they were supposed to, which a couple of them haven't, then there's a good chance they're going to pull back to some lower levels. So be very, very, very careful on this trade. Don't just jump in and don't just look the other way. If you do trade this, keep a nice tight stop loss, a couple of percent below what you trade into it at, and watch it closely and see where you get out on it. That's our trading week. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel so that you get the updates every week. Share it with a friend who might need this kind of information. That would be great. Further than that, have a fun trading week, and you're welcome to comment. Please comment on our trades. Thank you. Bye bye.